Adam Sandler too. You know, got a sappy moment. You know what I mean? That identifying moment, that powerful moment. Like, I'm just a person.
Yeah. That's not even Adam Sandler.
I really care about you, actually.
That's a played out structure. They do that with best
But
friend
no,
movies,
he does
anything.
it. He does it in all his movies. Though. Every single one.
Ooh.
No matter how funny and extreme it is, there's a sappy part.
Right.
Bro. Even Little Nicky, bro. Like,
right.
You know, Waterboy. They all have a sappy fucking part.
Yeah.
At some point, he always does it.
That's true.
I like the way he does it most times, though.
That's why I like when they make fun of Adam Sandler on South Park, where he's like trying to come up with ideas for movies, and he goes, "How about Adam Sandler falls in love with like a golden retriever or something?" They're like, "Oh, it's brilliant, brilliant."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like all this is the same shit.
That's great for an intro, bro. That's good too.
He's got more flavor than flame. Haters that hating the greatness is great. Been over a decade, finessing the game. Been training for years, just getting to the game. Once it opens, I'm out in the open, running like it's anime, enjoying it.
Welcome to Watch This Shit and Spoiler That Movie Reviews. With your host, I said movie reviews. I got mush mouth today, man.
How many openings are you gonna mess up?
Man, fuck you, man. We are your hosts, Havel J, Sugar Shane. Before we get started, like and subscribe. You know, before you do anything, and share that shit. Hit the buttons. And we are doing The Wrong Missy.
I don't think that's Santa.
A Happy Madison production. A little different. First comedy, and this is going to be a quick review. This is pretty. If y'all watch the Adam Sandler movie, you've probably seen this. You've seen some rendition of this. But
I mean, it's been going around. It was like the #1 movie in America, or #1 on Netflix. I don't know which one it was.
When I watched it, and I watched it like 4 days after you told me about it.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 days.
That was the only reason I was interested. I was like, all right. I mean, I had a feeling it was kind of going to be lame because it's Happy Madison on Netflix, but it was #1, so.
But it turned out a little better. But
yeah.
It's your normal story, man. We start with, you know, your single guy, David Spade, fresh out of a relationship, right? He's doing a Tinder date situation.
The way they meet is weird because he gets into that altercation with that big buff dude who like, hey, this is my date, and they're about to fight over this girl that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
And then she goes, huh, I got you. Like,
yeah.
So that's your first impression of your first date.
But yeah. So you got David Spade, single, old, wrinkly. I like David Spade, man. Look at David Spade. And every woman that sees David Spade on a blind date is leaving. Anyway, I'm just saying. I'm not judging.
Unless it's David Spade.
I'm just judging.
You know,
I mean, it's actually David Spade. But any motherfucker that look like David Spade, you see how this nigga suits fit? Moving on, man. So we start with this weird first meeting with Missy and Dave. What's his name in here? What's his name? Timmy. It's Timmy.
Is it Timmy?
Is it
Yeah,
Timothy?
okay.
Yeah.
Strange name for a grown man, but okay.
Yeah,
You know.
bro. But it's David Spade. He's like a little boy, bro.
Right.
Like, I just don't get it. David Spade's hilarious to me, by the way. So we start with this weird ass chick on this date, bro. And as Shane said, it starts with her like
Playing a prank on him.
He ruined somebody else's fucking date. Almost get beat up by
Jason Momoa, basically.
Jason Momoa. Built.
It's not really him.
He like the dude from WWE, bro.
Yeah.
The tag team cat.
Right, okay.
But she starts and obnoxious, just super obnoxious.
Child.
Yeah.
She even has her hair braided like a child throughout the whole movie, basically.
She asks, does he make out of truck stops, piss on his friend's couch. She gets her hair in her soup and literally like eats her fucking hair. I'm talking about like she tongues the hair. Like it's
She's already talking about loving you.
Yeah, it's too much. It's
Fatal
too
Attraction
much.
right away.
So annoying. Just annoying, like
super annoying.
Infuriating.
Like I don't even think I'd be polite anymore. I'd be like, you know what? I'm sorry. This is not gonna work out.
Yeah, I'm not doing this. But it pretty much happens. She gets to the altercation with the original Jason Momoa cat. She's pretty much like she accuses him of staring at her.
Ew, there's her hair thing. That's
disgusting. She accuses Jason Momoa of staring at her. He's like, we're trying to have a good day. He's like, so are we before you ruined it. He's like, my boyfriend would kick your ass. And then, like, you know, David Spade leaves, bro. Like
5'4" David Spade,
yeah,
120
he's
pounds.
not doing anything.
Soaking wet.
He couldn't kick his own ass. But he bounces out. He goes to the bathroom trying to escape, and she's pretty much like, when he comes back, he's gonna kick your ass. So I mean, this is where you start, man. He tries to get out the bathroom. She comes in the bathroom on a horror movie scene.
Yeah, well, where she slides underneath the stall,
Bro.
all creepy, like, hey.
Yeah, and that was now like.
He's halfway out the window, and he's like 30 feet in the air too.
So yeah, she comes to the bathroom, bro. He still gets away. He says he actually has to poop. She's like, maybe I'll poop too.
Yeah.
He's
He
like,
said he was just climbing around. He was gonna come back and scare her. And she goes, oh, okay. Like she's gullible
you
too.
actually had to poop. She
She's
was about to
laughing all
poop
crazy.
next to him. It was a dude in the stall the whole time. Like he
I think
bounced
I gotta
out.
take a shit too.
That's nasty.
Is what she said.
Yeah.
All grimy like.
But yeah. So that's the introduction, bro. That's how we start this thing. I started off pretty pissed off, Shane. I don't know how you started off. I started off
Yeah,
pretty
I
pissed
started
off.
off not really wanting to watch it anymore, honestly. I was getting on my phone a little bit.
Yeah, me too. But it's a Happy Madison thing, and I'm a big Adam
Yeah.
Sandler fan. No matter what he does, Uncut Gems was fire. I don't care what y'all say. Leave me alone. 4.5 puffs.
Whoever says it's not is you don't know anything about cinema.
4.5 puffs.
Facts.
So that happens. Of course, what is it? 3 months later,
Yeah, something
he
like
goes
that.
to his office, and you get introduced to Fat Nick Swartzen, bro.
Yeah, man. I was shocked.
What
I was like, what
happened to
happened?
Nicky Swartz, bro?
I feel like it wasn't that long ago when I saw him on something, and man, he's been getting that neck, bro.
He's Dave Spade's friend and coworker, and pretty much has access to all Dave
And
Spade's
he's
cell phones.
just as obnoxious as he always is. And
Oh,
everything.
bro.
Same Nick Swartzen.
Yeah, bro. At some point, he did have a diaper on too in this towards the end.
He did.
Uh,
He had some funny one-liners.
yeah, he
that,
did.
That
That's-
got me. He got
He said,
me.
"Put on your jogging shoes and run to the vagina."
No, he was like, "Oh my God, she's alive! Damn it!"
Yeah, but we go 3 months later. We're a day in the office. They're getting prepared for some company retreat, some island. Some dope shit. And Timothy's trying to get his
He has to go compete
his
there for a promotion,
Yeah,
right?
like a partnership promotion. He's competing with Adam Sandler's wife.
Who's banging in this movie? She's gotten.
I don't like her face. And Nick Swartzen is pretty much like, you back on a dating scene. Tell him to get over the crazy day he just had 3 months ago.
Yeah, who cares?
Or 3 weeks, whatever
Right.
it was.
And then David Spade said the whole lazy shit, like, she's out there. If she's out there, she'll come to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, basically,
But
he's not worried about it.
honestly, bro, a little lesson in love, guys. If you're looking for somebody, sometimes you just can't rush it.
Right.
You just gotta wait for it. Just be
Facts.
yourself, and love will find you.
Preach.
Anywho, so Nick Swartz pretty much is like, get out there, bro. Like, just because you had some fucked up shit, don't mean you, to stop. Don't mean you gotta stop. Don't mean every day's gonna be bad. And Nick Swartz knows everything because he literally can see. He sees David Spade's text messages before he sees them.
He really cares about him. He wants him to do well.
He goes through
He's
shit
that
with
typical
Nick is in
comedy
his
best
life.
friend in the movie that wants you to do well, and it's all revolved around him trying to make the main character happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Nick is all of his life, so he knows every single thing. So it's not like David Spade has to come around him and tell him how his night went. He knows.
Right.
He was like, "You've been on the Grubhub for the past 7 months or some bullshit."
Oh yeah, because he can see literally
Yeah.
everything.
And
He's
he keeps trying to hang out with the Grubhub guy. You know what I
he
mean?
can see his dick pics. He can see everything.
They show you how much Nick Swartz is in his phone. Literally, like he's in his emails, in his business account, his personal account. And we fast forward to David Spade taking a little trip. He's at the airport, and just like Nick Swartz said, or just like he was telling Nick Swartz, like, I'm not looking for nothing. Something happens. He has a little
Yeah,
rendezvous.
if it happens, it happens.
A random chick. They bump into each other. They have the same luggage.
Literally that day, though, he said that typical
It's the
movie
same
like
day.
shit. 'Cause
Same
that
day.
doesn't happen in real life. 'Cause
It's a
I've
Happy
said-
Madison production,
Right.
baby.
I've been saying that for a year, hoping that 5 minutes later something will happen.
Bro,
But he
listen.
literally finds her as soon as he leaves the office.
Yeah,
though.
but
That's
like,
my point,
yeah,
know,
like he
it's
clashes into her at the airport.
Yeah.
They have the same luggage. They drop the luggage. They pick up the luggage. They
say,
both
"Ha
get.
ha,
They
you're
both get to their
cute. Bye-bye."
gates. Yeah, they both get to their little gates or whatever, and they end up swap luggage. So they swap tickets. So he looking for her. They find each other. They have a conversation at the bar.
They both missed their flights too because they swapped tickets.
Yeah.
So now
So-
they're at the bar.
They both don't drink. They find out. They both had the same book in their bags. They find out.
Yeah. Picture perfect.
They both some cornballs.
Step back, I think I'm gonna vomit!
Best case scenario that it could happen for David Spade in this situation. You
Yeah.
know?
So they get ready to bone in the closet.
And
you
she's
know,
banging.
one thing lead to another. Yep. MILF level.
Mm-hmm.
So they end up almost banging in the closet. Her flight to Atlanta gets called, and they gotta leave.
Mhm.
So great moment, but he didn't get. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's that thing where you're thinking about texting her for a long time. Like
Yeah.
so it kind of like skip forward. He's like thinking about messaging her and he doesn't and yada yada yada.
But he does. And next day at work, Nick Swartz knows.
Oh yeah.
He's on it. He's like invite her to the getaway, the retreat.
Because it's in Hawaii too.
Yeah,
So why
fire.
wouldn't you invite this beautiful woman you just met? She obviously likes you. You guys made out. You have
Yeah.
everything in common. And as Nick Swartzen said when he was showing her who she was also Miss. Was it Miss Atlanta or Miss? It was a state that started with an A. She was Miss something.
Massachusetts,
Yeah, or maybe you could be right.
Minnesota.
Okay.
It was
okay.
Minnesota.
Either way, she's like a Miss America type of thing. So they're like, oh, if you bring her, it'll totally make your ex-wife jealous.
She was like an athlete and like two
Yeah.
collegiate athlete
Yeah.
and like two.
She's
She was
picture
like perfect. Yeah, like you said.
and his ex-wife is also going to be on the same trip. So like, if you bring her, she'll definitely be jealous. You know,
yeah, it's what you would call a
Right.
trophy wife.
facts.
Facts. So Nick Swartz is like, bro, invited to the retreat. He does it. And her name is also Melissa. If we didn't mention it. Her name is Melissa, too. Missy shows the wrong Missy. That Missy, Melissa.
Right.
So,
but at that point, you actually kind of forget about the girl from the beginning.
I knew
you know?
I called this.
Yeah, but I did too.
Yeah.
But you kind of forget about her. Like they try to set it up to where you forgot about her. But obviously, we know that's where that's heading.
So he asked her. She says yes, and Nick Swartz, and before David even opens it, Nick Swartz is like, she said yes from his cubicle.
Right.
I thought that was funny. So he's texting her. He ends up sending her dick pics. We going over a time frame of like a week, I think.
Well, she started getting. He should have knew when she was like
asking certain shit,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, the way she was like texting him back though was kind of raunchy, like show me your dick and shit. And he should know that she wouldn't be texting that. That's where
Dick pics, some talking, be on the airplane.
And he asked the guy next to him to check his breath. He's
And
all
it's
excited.
it's the big boy from Lost too.
Hurley? It wasn't Hurley.
I swear that was Hurley. Who is it?
They're
then?
both
'Cause
the
he's
same.
Somebody.
They were both the same size. But
Who
it's
is
not
he
Hurley.
then? Because he's from
I have
something.
no idea. Yeah, but he asked him to smell his breath, and dude was a great person. Which when I was obviously with everything going on, when I'm watching him getting so close to his face, going in the guy's face, I'm like, because you just feel uncomfortable about that stuff now.
COVID.
You're like, damn, you're just gonna breathe in his face like that.
I mean,
that's a federal offense.
And he
now.
asked him to breathe more. It was
he was like, "Come on, man, let me have it."
It was like nose to mouth right here.
Yeah, let me feel that.
Like, don't be scared, man. Give it to me.
Yeah. And then he said something funny. He's like, "Did you eat shit today?" No, I'm just playing.
Yeah. That shit was fire.
And then
like,
I like
good one-liners, bro.
Yeah, and I like the entrance because he's sitting there waiting, and out of nowhere you just see this awkward ass leg pop over his head, and then just sit down, and then it's fucking crazy girl from the beginning.
Yeah, I got so mad, bro. I was getting so mad.
I was like, God, I just want to see how it was supposed to go. I want to see him go on the date with that girl and just see how
but that
went.
ain't how it
Yeah,
is.
it's not
It's
gonna
got to
happen.
be some fucking hijinks. But I was not feeling these hijinks, bro. That
Yeah.
girl was so fucking annoying. But
Right.
she started to become a little dope towards the end.
Right.
When she got around the rich snobs who were more
Right.
annoying.
He was like, "Why are you here?" He's so like scared of why she's there.
And he tried to come clean in the beginning
Yeah,
too.
he was going to, and she even said like, "Don't worry, I got Sheila with me." Which Sheila's her machete. And she
Yeah,
goes,
that's-
they let
that's
me
the-
bring it on, so he was like a little scared.
It's
at
a
first, too.
Bowie knife.
Yeah.
It's a big Bowie knife.
And she said she was about to jump when he called.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to what that means later or whatever. But she was about it, so it looks like she's about to jump off a bridge and kill herself.
Yeah,
and
because
then
he never
saved
called her
life.
after the last date, and she
She
played it like she was really
Like-
feeling down about it. and
Right.
shit.
So he was like, "Shit, I can't tell her now because I don't want her to go back and kill herself." So he kind of just went with it.
So they ended up falling asleep and shit, and he wake up getting a handy J. You know what I mean? Like
The most awkward hand job
a
ever.
vigorous handy J with like this goofy ass bitch staring at him in his face.
Yeah, bug-eyed,
Yeah.
staring at him in his face.
And he's like, "What are you doing?"
She shoved these pills down his throat, and she
I missed
goes,
that part.
she was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be knocked out in like 5 minutes. Good night." It turns out he was. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I missed that part. This bitch was psycho.
And I believe that they really went down his throat because she did it like aggressively shoved these pills down his throat real quick.
Yeah, but he's getting a handy J. Fat boy's next to him. And he's
Sleeping.
like, he's like sitting right there. He's sitting right there. He doesn't even notice. Blah blah blah. There's some turbulence. He ends up busting one, and his old lady just been looking the whole time, but she kind of looked impressed, like kind of turned on. I don't know what the old lady was on.
What did she say? She said a one-liner too that
can't
was like
remember, bro.
embarrassing, like finally or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then-
no, yeah. He was like, "How long we been doing this shit?"
Yeah.
After that.
Well, she said finally, and then and he's like, "How?" She's like, "How long are you doing?" She's like, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "I need something to clean up." And then the fat guy who you thought was sleeping, he handed her a magazine. She goes, "I knew you were awake."
Yeah,
You
yeah.
little freak.
40-minute handy. She was funny, bro. Like she was annoying, but you couldn't help but to laugh.
Well, after the movie, I will say I did look up to see like where else she's from, and she's like, you could tell she's an expert at improv. Like that's what she does. She
Yeah.
improvs a shit ton. So I guarantee
You
she
can tell,
improv
bro.
a bunch in this movie.
She reminds
Yeah,
me
you
of
can
someone
definitely
else
tell.
too. One of my other favorite.
Just all the other SNL people, she should be on that, like Kristen
Yeah.
Wiig and Amy
Yeah.
Poehler, and just like how awesome all of them are.
Hell yeah. But so we land. You know what I mean? We're at the retreat. He's bragged a lot about this girlfriend he was inviting in this whole time. So you know how that's gonna look. He looked stupid.
That is Hurley. You were right, bro.
I told you that was
You were
Hurley,
right.
bro.
It's because his hair wasn't long. It was short. You were
I
right.
told you.
You got me.
I know my shit, dog.
I'm so good with faces.
I know faces better than
He doesn't-
faces. No faces on my
Yeah.
face, dog. So we land. You know what I mean? After the handy J and seeing Hurley, because I told you it was Hurley. But so we land and walk up in this fancy schmancy ass hotel. We in Hawaii, bro.
Right. So
Which
everything's
is the
fancy.
place I want to go. And I swear, this just came to my head. To show my wife and kids. This is the same hotel they was at when they went to Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen this hotel in a few other shows. But anyway,
It was probably in Forgetting Sarah Marshall too. I bet it's probably like a specific place in Hawaii
yup,
they film movies.
Wedding Crashers too, maybe. Anywho, we land and we go up to this fancy schmancy hotel in the middle of Hawaii. And she walks in, of course, and she's like impressed. She said something about riding the turtles. These girls walk up, like, you can't ride the turtles. And she's like, what if I want them to ride me? And the girl's like, that's inappropriate and disgusting.
Right, and she's like,
Shut the fuck up!
You know what I'm saying? So she's funny. Annoying, but funny, bro. Like, the movie, she really carried this whole movie.
No, she did, and
She,
they knew that's
like-
what they. I think they centered it around her. This is one of those movies that's probably going to jumpstart her comedy career in a way where she's going to be in other comedy movies.
I wonder if this is part of Adam Sandler's Netflix deal, too, or movies he got to make.
It probably is. He
'Cause
probably
they
has
gotta make a
deadlines.
certain
He's probably
amount
got
of
to make
movies.
movies. Now, I will say, so the next part right here where we're at, where his ex comes in. It's the typical one of those, broke up comedy movies, just like
Is
in
that the
Forgetting
guy
Sarah
she cheated
Marshall.
on him with, though?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's who she's with now. And just like in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, she cheated on him with Russell Brand, and then he's in the hotel, and they walk up just like they do, and they're in bathrobes where they're in bikinis and bathing suits. Same comedy, romantic stuff.
Yeah, so
Where
basically,
now you're showing off your new girl, and the new girl is not hot.
Yeah. Like, but she's not terrible looking when
she's not terrible
When she's
looking.
not talking, she's okay.
Yeah.
But as soon as she starts talking, bro.
Yeah. No, she's a pretty girl
She
in real
make
life.
these weird faces and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And she's
the
doing
way
it on
they got her
purpose.
hair with the stupid bang.
She's doing it on purpose. She's trying. In real life, she's really pretty, but she's making herself look ugly and goofy on purpose. And
Like, she
immature
got that
looking.
Kermit look. So, but they go upstairs. This is my favorite part. They walk in the hotel. She pushes this nigga out the way. He's like, what the fuck is this?
You should show that.
Are you rich? Yeah.
You should show that.
Yeah.
You gotta show that. Are you gonna let me break the damn scene now?
Sorry, guys.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to show it. Here it is.
What the fuck is this? I made it! I made it! Yeah!
Okay. But like that happens, you know what I mean? But like I said, my first favorite part. This part actually brought me further into the movie. She's walked to the hotel room. She downs the fucking strawberry.
Yeah, and
like,
really the grossest way you can eat a strawberry.
like,
And it's a chocolate strawberry.
He
to
had
make it more
everything
gross.
set up nice for the sexy chick. You know what I mean? He had everything nice set up nice for his romantic rendezvous that he thought was gonna fucking happen. And you could just see the pain on his face,
Right.
bro.
And he could look like a big shot because he could possibly win this promotion that he's for sure he's gonna win.
Yeah, if he would have got that, like, that's how the game worked.
Yeah, right.
But but fast forward a little bit. But the hotel scene is a lot of comedy, bro. She's in the hot tub. She fucking submerges herself. Fucking
Being
puts
weird.
Rose Petal over like Hellstar, like it's her alter ego. I guess Hellstar might be from something. I ain't that much of a comic nerd.
Me either.
It sounds familiar though.
She sounds like the Exorcist chick, but like the Marlon Wayans scary movie version of the Exorcist chick. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, so he pretty much is weirded the fuck out even more. He's already upset, bro. Like, you'll see it on his face this whole hotel scene. You're gonna see on his face how he really feels. He's pissed. Like, we already told you how the first day was. He didn't want to do this shit again. And like, if you didn't think it could get worse, it got worse.
Right.
He pretty much forced her to stay in the hot tub so he can go to his first little meeting at this retreat.
Yeah.
Nick is there. He tells Nick the news.
But she comes back anyway,
Yeah.
and she's dressed all in this like bedazzled, kind of crazy, sparkly ass, obnoxious dress. Really.
Yeah.
You know.
It's ugly, bro.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead
It's
and say
like-
that. She looks
it's
like a
like-
pinata.
Like you said though, she forces this I'm ugly issue. That fucking romper she had on,
Right.
bro, later in the movie.
Yeah.
But,
But then you got to respect it too. She don't care what anybody thinks. So it's like one of those characters in the movies, like,
Yeah.
like she's free with doing whatever she wants.
but she's doing her job
No
in
shame.
she's doing her job in carrying the movie. But like Shane said, she doesn't stay at the fucking hotel. She finds her way there in the ugly dress, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I just want to have some fun." I mean, she's like, "I just want to have some fun. You need to relax." She hasn't got that. She still thinks that he wants
that he
her
meant
there.
to ask.
You know
her.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she hasn't picked up on the fact, like, look, nah, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but if you don't think that you could like pull up on somebody like this in the bathroom stall and they ain't fucking with you,
Right.
you you got some things going on,
It's
bro.
true. She's obviously delirious.
Delirious as fuck, but she's playing. Apparently, she's a professional at everything too.
Yeah, so she's actually the life of the party in a way. A lot of people like her. The first
Yeah.
thing you see her doing that she claims that she can do is she can read people's hands. She's an expert at everything.
Yeah. So she's telling people when they gonna die, how they gonna die, and shit. So,
And there's people lined up for it.
yeah,
Like,
they-
so-
I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of rich motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, this is an easy crowd for her too,
sure.
because rich people like this is so motherfucking gullible. Like, they'll spend money on shit like this. Like
It's true.
I
And
bought
typical
everything.
comedy movie too. The annoying character that you're like, oh god, she ends up the life of the party, and then the main character is the one still embarrassed even though she's the life of the party. You know what I mean?
And so she's doing that. She's mingling, bro. She's talking her shit. She's mingling. She's drinking mojitos out the ass. So she's wasted.
Not really doing anything wrong.
Not
She's just
not
being
right now.
herself. Really.
Yeah, not right now. But,
He's just embarrassed because he doesn't want her there.
yeah, he's
That's all.
embarrassed. He had different expectations.
Right. She is dancing pretty fucking
Yeah,
embarrassing on
like
stage.
she's dancing with the hula chicks on stage doing this weird twerk move, but it's kind of fire the way she was doing it,
Yeah.
making eye contact from
with
a
her
distance.
mouth open.
But she starts to turn up. She
Yeah.
turns up. She drinks.
And it's the slow motion turn up where you're just seeing her drink.
What
after
is this,
drink
Shane?
after
But what
drink.
is this,
The
Shane?
montage.
Yeah, dog. I know
You gotta have a montage.
Just relax.
I get excited.
Well, she's getting wasted, bro. She's drinking. She's spitting out drinks. She's twerking on his chest, smoking weed.
Super funny. I guarantee they probably did that scene like 5 times before David Spade could stop laughing
Yeah.
because I know he does that a lot too.
Yeah, like her facial expressions, bro.
Yeah. She
are
was
the
probably
best.
geeking.
She's twerking on everybody. She's playing the drums. It's one of the best. Honestly, the montage is a great bridge into the comedy of this movie. Like,
And it kind of makes you like her a little bit because she's being really funny and goofy. Her
Mm-hmm.
it shows how good she really is too. Her facial expressions are funny. She's eating sanitizer right
yeah,
now.
she's
I mean,
sanitizer, like she's bugged all the way out. Anyway, so he has his first meeting with his boss. He's not that impressed, but he's not unimpressed. But he is going more for his competitor, which is Adam Sandler's wife that we talked about.
Right.
Because she's more business. She got the numbers. You know what I mean? She's the shark. You know what I mean? When it comes to this business, and he's
and she's a pusher. She'll do whatever he says.
and
literally.
he's the boss. So he wants
Yeah.
somebody that's like, hey, go get that money.
Yeah.
Why does this happen? Of course, she's still wasted. She's out on the fucking cliff, bro, and she's gonna jump in the fucking ocean.
Yeah. That
Because
was like a 100-foot
because
cliff.
she was told that she had to lie about being a collegiate sportsman. So she told everybody she was like a Olympic collegiate swimmer or whatever.
But even if you were, there was nowhere to jump in the water right there.
Yeah.
So the whole point wouldn't have made sense. Even she
Yeah.
goes, "Well, I can't jump here because I'm jumping into sand."
Yeah,
You know,
but no,
not
but
the
she
ocean.
didn't say that.
Yeah.
Instead, she's like, "Oh, I'll be safe. There's no diving board." Until she saw that there was an ocean. So then that to her that was a reason to do it.
Yeah, right.
Like this bitch is crazy. So she jumps. She hits her
We'll
fucking
say
head.
she falls because she
She
tripped.
falls. She runs, trips, and
And she smacks her head on
hits
the
her head on the
mountain
rock,
thing on a
stomach
tree.
on a tree, and just fucking face first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On
And
the
they're like, I've
fucking
never
ground.
seen anybody dive in the ocean and miss.
It was like she's alive.
Damn
So
it.
She lives. You know what I mean? He luggage carts her back. She's covered in sand. Puts her in the bed. They go to sleep. They wake up and he's getting.
She's basically raping him.
Yeah,
She's raping because he wasn't asking for it.
The whole motion is raping everything.
Yeah. He was dreaming about having sex with his ex, and
Yeah.
he wakes up to having sex with her for real.
Yeah, she's like, your little pecker kept hitting me in my back, so I figured you wanted it.
Yeah. And
I'm
then she
like-
goes, "Are you face fucking me right now? Cool." She goes,
Yeah.
I am you too. Like,
He's
tell me
like,
I'm a terrible singer, Simon Cowell.
You're
He's
going
like,
to
"You're going to
Hollywood.
Hollywood."
So, he wakes up the next day. Nick Swartz on the phone. He's like, did you fuck her? And, in so many words. Did you have sex? She's like, no. He's like, swear to your grandma. He's like, okay, she fucked me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's not lying.
Yeah. And if you didn't know it was Happy Madison picture, because before we forgot to mention that the guy with the cock eyes, I don't know his name, he's in there, the crooked eye dude. He's in this movie. The next scene, they're on a boat, the first little activity retreat, and the boy Rob Schneider is there. He leaves her back at the hotel, hoping that he can do this shit and try to, because this whole thing is about him trying to get this fucking job, with all the activities and all the means. So with her there, of course it ain't gonna be fucking easy. I heard what she doing. She twerking, she cussing out people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She's ridiculous, but hilarious. Not as annoying anymore because now you just kind of setting the tone of like
Yeah.
this is what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
What
this
you
is it.
knew in the beginning, but it was hard at first, bro.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
your
very
first
hard.
glimpse. It's kind of like your first impression of her just as well as his.
It was hard. So she shows up. She's running out with the fucking.
They're
this
trying to
weird-
get away as quick as possible.
Yeah.
He's like, please go.
It's like,
go,
take off,
go."
take off, go.
And she's like,
Uh,
wait up.
She just literally jumps in the water.
Wearing the worst Is that the romper you were talking
Yeah,
about? It's
bro.
pretty bad. You're right.
Terrible. We are here on this boat, shark retreat. She makes her way on there. His opponent, his enemy, the one he's going with the partnership for, is super excited. His ex, bro, got a hell of a six pack. I just noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
She's in a lot of movies too.
Yeah, she is. Everything's pretty tame for a bit, for real. You know what I mean? This whole boat scene's pretty tame. Besides the part where she decides to go make chum. They're in the cage or whatever, but there's no sharks happening. And Rob Schneider said there was a lot of sharks. You know, he's showing the fingers he lost and shit. He said this is the best place for sharks. So she goes and takes all the little fishies and chops them the fuck up like a maniac. So she does that. She brings it back, and Rob Schneider's like, "What are you doing? We gotta eat this for lunch." And he's pretty much trying to stop her because you don't know, like, chum makes fucking sharks rage because it's literally like the guts and fucking blood of fish. Y'all know what chum is. He ends up getting thrown in the water after she gets it splashed on her because Rob Schneider's fighting her for her. Like, you can't fucking
like,
do
please
this.
don't do that.
Like,
It's dangerous,
fucking,
too.
Yeah, like, you're gonna fucking get him killed. Shit doesn't really go in the water, but because of the fish juice, she pukes in the water. And
That was enough chum right there.
yeah, that shit fucking was probably more potent than chum. It's
That
like bile.
was gross.
Yeah.
Just even though that wasn't real puke in real life, but they obviously threw
gross.
something in the water, and I hate floaties, like, you know, and that's what it was. Oh.
Floaties.
And the fact that they're in the tank with the puke and they're trying to dodge it, like, oh my god, no.
Yeah. But so yeah, sharks come, bro.
Yeah.
And
It's a
one
terrible
big
CGI
shark
shark. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna throw that in there.
Yeah,
But I
I-
was expecting that too.
I could fucking do a shark like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Right.
believe you.
Like, but
6'9" shark in his intro with the colorful teeth was a better shark than the.
yeah, but we ain't hating. We just some movie reviewers, man.
Right.
It's our opinion. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, they getting fucked up in this cage, bro. David Spade's panic. The shark is breaking the fucking cage open. He makes it in the cage. David Spade's freaking out. Kicks his boss in the fucking nose.
Ooh, now there's
Like,
blood in the water.
Yeah,
too.
now there's blood in the water. It's a bad scene. They end up. How did they end up making
Well,
it
then
out?
the shark ends up flopping its way out at the top,
Yeah.
and then it gets away. Now that's what I was gonna say. They based off of real life. If you go on, you can go on YouTube, and I guarantee it'll be the first video you find. But there's these guys. They were in a shark tank just like that, and the shark somehow gets inside of the cage with them, and two of them are in there, and then you see the shark flop his way out like a fish and get out, and then you see the guys come out, and they both were like unharmed.
Fuck that.
I
shit.
guarantee that.
But yeah, so we got this fucking horrible scene. They get back to the hotel. He's pissed off and shit, and she's still not getting it. She's pretty much telling him to fucking lighten up. You know what I mean? Like, and
She was
but
like,
she's
sorry,
also
I was trying to make
she's
it a
also
good
trying to
experience for
motivate
you and
him.
your boss.
Yeah, she's
you
also
know.
trying to motivate him quietly this whole time, like low key trying to like boost him. She knows what he needs, and in her mind, she's trying to help him, like you said. So even though she's fucking shit up, which she really ain't fucking nothing up, when you like in hindsight, she's only fucking it up in his view,
Right.
because everybody else is still like, oh, this bitch is
Right.
she's a good time.
He's too worried about his image, not realizing that she's really not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
He's just, it's just one of those things.
Yeah. But so they're back at the hotel. Having another little argument. She's talking about they love your dick tip. She kept touching his dick, dick tapping him and shit. You know what I mean? She was talking to the neighbor, like literally out loud about something sexual or some weird shit.
Yeah. A lot of raunchy sexual references throughout the whole movie.
Yeah. Oh my God. And like we had another handy J coming up. He's gonna do something. And she's like, that's fine. I'm going to the spa with Mrs. Whoever. It's the boss's wife.
Yeah, the boss's wife.
Um,
And she doesn't know that it's the boss's wife.
No, she doesn't
just
know.
thinks she's going to the spa with a lady.
he goes to do his thing and he finds out why he's doing this little meeting thing. He's like, oh no, because he don't know what the fuck she gonna say.
Right.
You know what I mean? Want to fuck nothing up. She's looking for him. Oh, first one was opening a little spa room is a fucking massage room with another dude getting a handy J.
The dude was his ex's current boyfriend.
Yeah, getting a handy J. Like it's a Happy Madison movie, bro. It's gonna
Yeah.
be some pervy shit. So he finally finds out that she's not even there anymore. That she's already back at the hotel room eating this big ass delicious sandwich. And he's like, "What the fuck's going on? What happened?" Because the dude tell him something
Yeah,
bad.
he said the boss's wife left. They're getting a divorce now.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
the reason why they're getting a divorce is because she said she is a professional marriage counselor, because she's a professional everything. So she was a
Professional
marriage.
everything.
Yeah, so she's a professional marriage counselor. And when she says these things, you never know if she's really being
Professional
serious
or studying,
Yeah,
because remember
right.
she said that one shit.
And she marriage counseled the boss's wife and got her to realize that she wasn't in the relationship that she wanted to be in. So she just dumps the boss's wife right there. So she
Yeah.
ruined the boss's relationship.
Yeah.
And she was like, sorry. I mean, like, it's not my fault that he's not around for her. Like,
Yeah.
she's being like, I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. Like,
Yeah. But so he runs to figure out what the fuck happened. Sees her in a hotel. She pretty much tells him. She doesn't tell him who it is at first, or what she says at first. She's like, patient patient-client or doctor-client
Yeah,
confidentiality.
I can't talk to you about what we talked about.
Yeah.
And then she explains what she really meant by the jumping off the bridge thing.
Yeah.
And it turns out that she wasn't actually jumping off the bridge to kill herself.
But she definitely delivered it like that.
She
on the
did
plane.
on purpose.
Yeah.
But what she was really doing is she was about to go bungee jumping, and she didn't go bungee jumping because she got a text message from him. He goes, "But I thought you said I saved you." And he goes, "Well, you did. You never know what happens on bungee jumping."
Yeah.
you know, like.
But yeah, fast forward.
So
a little
fast
bit.
forward.
If he only
Well, then she went to go try to
respects
talk
you.
to the boss's wife to try to get him to
Yeah.
not have hard feelings about it. And
Yeah,
it
because
was,
he was like, "You gotta fix." He said, "You better fix this."
right.
He was like, "Fix this now." Like,
Right.
because of course the boss gonna fucking lose his shit if his fucking wife ain't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So she goes to fix it. The boss is not happy. He gets pissed off in the argument because she's still being obnoxious too. Like, he leaves. She ends up going and having a conversation with the boss and the boss's wife.
Yeah.
She ends up
Hypnotizing
him to make David Spade think that he is his grandma.
his
so then
Nana. You gotta say Nana, bro, because
Nana.
he kept saying.
Yeah, because then he loves David Spade.
He kept
then,
saying, "I love that guy."
Yeah, and then anytime he hears his
I love that guy.
I love that guy every time.
Every
But
time.
then every time that the boss hears his rival's name, Adam Sandler's wife,
So,
he's gonna gag. He'll be like, "Ugh." And that was the way. So the boss hurts his back, and she pops it back in because she's also a professional chiropractor.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
fast forward to this new talent show now.
Yeah. So now the talent show's like the first display of, I guess whatever. You gotta impress this motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And while the talent show is happening, before it happened is when she has the meeting where she does the hypnotism.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And at the talent show, like David Spade does this weird. I can't think of what this is called.
Those
it's
are
the,
cool things.
It's the silhouette shit, and it's
where
pretty
you're doing
much
the shadows and you're making things.
Yeah.
And it was funny how they're showing them do it behind the screen because they're showing like each other's balls in each other's face and how awkward that probably is to do.
And like you see something wrong with him here too, because he's super smiley. He's like, "Oh, that's neat."
Shit like that too was not supposed to happen.
Like remind me of Gold Member.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, so he's super impressed, bro. Like, he's doing the cafes in Paris, Eiffel Towers, 4th of July scene. David Spade putting this thing together. And behind the scenes, it's hilarious. Bunch of motherfuckers in spandex, just looking like some fucking idiots. They even
Messing up too.
They even messed
falling
up a few times. Yeah, and the whole time he's like, "That's great. I love that guy." He's just super happy because
and doing like what you said, the Austin Power shadow, funny joke thing,
like making it look like it's something that ain't type shit. But then his girl comes on, his rival comes on, and what is that fucking song that she remakes an old '90s song? It's
terrible song.
It's trash.
Yeah.
And,
she's just trash throughout the whole movie.
and she was saying her name throughout the whole song.
Yeah.
Every time, like, "Ugh." The song was The Right Stuff. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh,
It was that shit. It was that. But it was trash, bro. But so we go backstage, you know what I mean? He finds out backstage that she hypnotized him because he's super surprised that it went so well. Just like I was when I first seen him all happy. And he finds out the only way to break the thing is, what is it, hairy wolf vagina with yellow teeth and a tongue?
Yellow, yeah,
Some
that's
shit
it.
like that. Like nobody's gonna say that, bro.
Right. He
So
hugs
yeah,
him so like, oh, I love him. Like,
yeah.
it's so funny.
David Spade is like get the weird cockeyed look that was strange.
Getting kisses from his boss now on his cheek.
Yeah, and he's seeing like that she wasn't lying, and it's the first moment that he started to like her. Because in this next scene, they're having a little.
Now she is a professional hypnotist because she legitimately hypnotized him.
Yeah. Just like any Happy Madison movie, you're gonna have the sentimental backstory.
Where you can tell he's starting to like her.
Yeah, and they're having lunch, and she talks about her dad. You know what I mean? Dying when she was young.
And right when that's happening,
was
you
lonely.
know always that something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Always.
So like.
So it's not gonna last it very long.
Right. She was lonely. Whatever, and she's just telling her backstory. It's not nothing crazy.
Kind of gives you some sympathy for her.
She told how she knows all these things because, like, when she was lonely, she took all the classes because when her dad passed. So she took classes to meet people and just ended up learning a bunch of shit.
So she's actually extremely smart then.
Yeah.
So she is a catch. She's just goofy.
Yeah, David Spade tells his little small origin is like why he don't drink because whole time he doesn't drink alcohol because he said it when he was in a frat house, and she laughs at that. The idea of him being a frat.
Right, instead of judging him for being an idiot.
Yeah, and he walked on his hands and walked off the roof and fucked this shit up. And man, this whole time he had already texted the other Melissa chick. He told her that, he actually invited the psychopath. He actually told her the truth. So, like I said, like Shane just said, disaster happens once everything's looking up. Even the ex is at a distance, kind of like jealous. You know what I mean?
And
so he finds a connection with her.
And he almost, next scene from after they have a dinner and have this nice talk, he almost has a threesome with his current girlfriend and his ex-girlfriend, which is the most random shit that ever happened.
Yeah, she comes to the hotel. and knocks on the door and is looking to talk to him, but he's not there. He went to get some weed. There's no weed. He goes to fucking Nick Swartz, and he has like weed toothpaste, weed lotion, and Rob Schneider's in there rubbing it all over his fucking hair and shit. It's like
Just being goofy Rob Schneider.
funny ass scene. Like he's like, "You gave it to me,"
You got me this fucking high. You did.
or some shit like that. So, but she comes to there like, you know, she comes to the room while he's away, and you know, like I pretty much tells her that she has feelings. So they go to, you know, pretty much have a threesome, and they're brushing their teeth with toothpaste to get high. It starts off all right, you know, they start making out, and then Dave Spade goes to make out with his girl, and in their little makeout session, they're like unintentionally whooping her ass.
Yeah, they headbutt her in the back of the head. Like he headbutt her in the back
she
of the head.
sits up in the sexy way, headbutts the fuck out of her.
And then
Like,
starts making out
They
with...
turn over, she gets kicked in the face, like. And at
Yeah,
like the third,
not even acknowledging her.
at like the third or fourth hit, she's like, "I'm just gonna,"
Yeah, I'm just going to get out of here.
you know what I mean?
Gets the hint.
So you know what I mean? They're
So then it's that typical, I
they're
don't
in
care
love
about my
now.
ex anymore, even though he was obsessed with her in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
now he likes the weird
he's
girl.
he's not even obsessed with the rendezvous chick anymore.
Yeah, now he likes her.
And this is the mermaid scene. I'm gonna
Yeah.
break the mermaid scene down.
The boss, she also hypnotized him into channeling his inner 7-year-old. So he's having this company meeting as like a 7-year-old birthday party.
Yeah.
They're walking down, and you see the ex-wife's current boyfriend in timeout looking in the corner.
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you in timeout for?" And he goes,
It's
"The boss
like-
put me in timeout."
Yeah, it's like
He's like, "I only got 5 minutes left."
it's
though," and
like
he turns
it's
back
like
around.
Carnival Beach style.
Yeah, and so he's walking up, and you see that the boss is having interviews while dressed as a mermaid.
Yeah.
And he's in the ocean, and
He's like Ariel's dad.
Yeah.
Got the crown and shit.
right, and then you see all of his employees are dressed as giraffes, and I mean they just look like they're dressed for a birthday party, and they're
Yeah.
telling all the employees that they have to put on a mermaid fin and swim out to the boss and give his interview.
And you get to see David Spade flap,
And-
pretty much do the worm with a mermaid
Yeah,
into
which is
the
funny.
water. Hilarious.
so you see the rivals interview with Adam Sandler's wife, whatever her name is,
Yeah.
and he says,
Mrs.
"I want
Sandler.
you to."
Let's just call her Mrs.
Yeah,
Sandler.
Mrs. Sandler, and he says, "All right, so I want you to channel your inner mermaid and have the rest of this interview underwater." And she goes, "But then
Yeah.
I can't tell you, and you won't hear me." He goes, "I'll hear you."
Yeah.
So they go underwater, and she tells the rest of his interview. He's not his head like he
Hilarious scene,
understands
bro.
her. So stupid and random and
Yeah.
funny though. Then he comes up and he goes, "All right, I'll think about it."
Yeah.
You know,
He's not interested, man. Like
Yeah.
he's a kid right now. Then David Spade turns.
but he
like-
doesn't like it. That's what he said. I don't like
Yeah.
it.
And that's when he flops into the water. David Spade flops into the water. He has his interview. It goes great. He says, you know, we ain't gotta say everything he said.
But he loves him because he was like, I love you, just like my nana.
Yeah.
He's like, "But how can I trust you to do this?" Says
Yeah.
the right thing,
Yeah.
and then
He
obviously lets him. Have it.
he's pretty much in the rights right now.
Then because the same old romantic shit where everything has to go wrong.
Yeah.
The rival comes up. She goes, "You're not even." Goes up to Missy and goes, "You weren't even supposed to really be here." And then
Yeah.
that one little thing is gonna make her suspicious. So
Yeah, because
then they go up
she
to
sees the boss hugging David Spade, and she's all jealous and shit.
Yeah, and then so Missy goes up to the room and starts searching through his phone while they're getting ready for a date.
Yep.
And sees the messages from the other Missy
Yep.
saying how he made a huge mistake. And
she just leaves.
yeah, he
she
made a huge
bounces out.
mistake, and then that this Missy that he accidentally invited is crazy, so he pretty much was like shitting on her. So
Yeah.
hurt her feelings 'cause she really
You gotta
liked
be
him.
careful out here, guys. Don't judge a book by its cover, man. Give
Right.
everything some time. And what's crazy is like irony, a little irony. You know what I mean? He was the one saying let love happen and shit, even though he kind of was.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
They kind of
if he would have did it the second time, if he would have just let that kind of ride. But then again, I understand because that bitch was crazy, bro.
Yeah, right. I
Like, what can
understand
you
too.
do?
You can't blame him. But then as she leaves and breaks up with him, the original Missy comes, the beautiful one. She
Yeah.
shows up and
The beautiful. one.
yeah, I mean I don't know, I the one he wanted in the beginning,
Yeah.
and he's not really into it, and the first time he's hanging out with her, they're going on a date, and as they've talked before, he doesn't drink. And he asked for like 9 shots of tequila,
It's
and he was
6.
like, "Oh, you're 6."
6 shots of
And
Scotch
she's like,
whiskey.
yeah. He's like, "Well, I don't." He's like, "I thought you don't drink." He goes, "Oh, I'm not. They're not for me." And then he just starts taking them back,
Yeah.
being that sarcastic David. And
Yeah,
then he does the whole.
he's heartbroken.
Yeah, he is. He's upset because he fucked up, and
Then he tells her the frat story.
right.
Then he does it.
Yeah, and
Or-
then he got on his handstand, fell
Busts
off,
his
just like he
ass.
said. Of course, exactly what you knew he was gonna do.
Right.
And then he tells the hot girl, that he fell in love with the other Missy, and he's so sorry. And she's like, "Dude, it's no big deal. We
Yeah,
made
like, I
out
just
once
met
in a
you."
closet. Like it's
Yeah.
fine."
And like, I like how he capped it. This was kind of cool. He was like, because he broke his ankle again. Because in the beginning, when he fell out the bathroom window,
I know what you're
she
gonna
fixed his ankle or whatever.
Yeah, she was because she can pop shit back in place.
Yeah, but
that's right.
he asked her, like, can you put an ankle back into place? She's like,
I don't know how
no.
to do that.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, pretty dope.
Yeah.
I
like it too. It
like
pretty much
that.
just proved right there that he definitely loves the other girl.
Yeah.
When they were showing the little clips of him reminiscing about her, one of them that I thought was funny is they were brushing their teeth with the THC toothpaste, and she's deep throating the toothbrush, looking at him.
Looking
all
dead
ugly,
on him in the
goofy.
eyeball. Yeah. So her facial expressions was it.
Yeah, they were funny.
But yeah, man, he falls in love, bro, and
He's texting her, and she's not answering.
he's on his way. He went back home after all this. Actually, like everything is pretty much over. He's back. He's back on the plane. He's back.
And
home.
he's promoted. He's got the job he wanted. Everything he wanted.
Yeah, he's still asking to grow up. Got to hang out with him. He's texting her every day. It's been I think it was like 3 months or some shit.
And then he goes into his boss and says the magic words.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to do it
Harry
anymore.
Wolf vagina with yellow teeth in the tongue, or yellow tongue in the teeth.
There you go.
One-
there you go. It was
One of the ways.
Well, yellow teeth in the
Got
tongue.
that shit. Dog.
And then he was like, "You're not my nana. Get the fuck out of my office."
Yeah,
That's what he
yeah,
said. So he's
yeah.
fired right there.
Like the spell wore off.
Yeah.
So I mean, he gonna get her back, bro. He gonna love. So he plays her trick on her. The Tinder trick of saying I'm this guy at the bar.
And I
Da-da-da-da-da.
knew that was happening.
And end up being fucking
Who was it?
Ice Baby, bro. Rob Van Winkle,
You know,
Vanilla Ice.
it's probably because he's friends with Adam Sandler, and I only think that they're friends because he was in That's My Boy with him.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice.
But like
annoying ass.
she sees it who it is, because David Spade didn't know it was gonna be, somebody that she was gonna be impressed by. He didn't know it was Vanilla Ice when he said, because he said the guy with the black hat and the black jacket.
Yeah,
or
he
some
didn't know it
shit.
was Vanilla Ice.
And she walked up. She's like, "Oh my God, are we
She
gonna
goes,
fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
we're gonna fuck tonight. Just right into
like,
it. He goes,
just-
I don't know, maybe. Like, and he didn't care either.
Yeah, he was happy. He was turned
Yeah, he
up.
was like,
about
fuck
to turn
it.
up.
I'm by myself.
But I mean, that happens, and he steps up. He tries to play it. She's like,
He's like, wait. No, I text you. It wasn't really him.
Yeah.
He was like, she's like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like,
and Vanilla
That
Ice
was
was like,
funny.
it wasn't me.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He was like, shrimp dick. He kept calling him shrimp dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Probably.
Like, but yeah, so they end up, sidestepping and talking,
Yeah, it was
And-
shrimp dick.
and you know what I mean? He pretty much confesses his love, pretty much confesses to being an asshole, but he pretty much tells her like, she pretty much gave him what he didn't know
Right.
she needed.
He said, I want to be like you. That's
Yeah.
what he said.
He's
He
like,
said,
I want to be
like
so
you."
serious all the time. He said, I want to travel. He said, that's why I come to my job today. Like, I want to be free. Like, she showed him something. It's a happy ending.
She said something about, like, you made me lose my chance to fuck Vanilla Ice. And he was like, well, maybe we can ask him to join us. And he goes,
Yeah.
fuck off, shrimp dick.
Yeah. No, he said, not a chance, shrimp dick.
Which is a weird thing as another man to be like, hey, man, you want to come and
Yeah.
fuck her with me?
I think he was joking because he already knew. You know what I mean? When
Maybe.
it's like sarcastic part of David Spade.
Well, I don't know, because she was cool with him having sex with his ex, so maybe he was like, well, she did it for me once. Maybe I'll do it for her.
I
Like,
think he
you
did
know?
say that.
You know, so.
I think he did say that, though. But yeah, man, that's a pretty much movie, bro. Like, pretty cut and dry, guys. But very entertaining. Shane, what do you give it? I think we already know our ratings, but for the people.
I give it a 3 just because I'll put like the acting and like if I'm not critiquing it too hard, like David Spade did a good job. Like I believed him that he was super uncomfortable the whole time. The acting, her acting, like she sold the movie for real. Like she's gonna blow up from it. You know, she was super extra, but she was written to be extra, and I think she did a good job doing that. You know, but it's a Netflix movie, so I'm not expecting too much from it. You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 3 puffs too.
But it was good. I mean, obviously, like I've seen way better romantic comedy movies, but it was good.
It's a good watch. It's free, guys. Netflix.
Mhm.
Not free, but whatever. Everybody got somebody else's Netflix password anyway, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, Hulu,
Goddamn pirators. You goddamn
Fire Sticks.
heathens. You goddamn y'all go to jail. Y'all all go to jail. But now, man, check it out. Shane, what do you want to do next? I kind of want to do. I know we're supposed to do like new classic, but I feel like we need to find something else that's popping and do it for the next one.
Well,
As always, leave it in the comments too.
Well, since there's not a lot of movies like actually coming out right now, you know, I think we should do movies that might be considered in the Oscars if they have the Oscars. For an example, like we did Invisible Man already, that's definitely going to be in there.
Yeah.
I think we should do The Hunt still. You know, The Hunt's great. And
Oh
then,
yeah, we didn't do the
you
hunt.
know,
Let's do the hunt. Let's do the hunt.
And Gentlemen.
We'll do the
just
hunt,
things
man.
like that.
But yeah, that's it, dog. That's it, guys. Let us know what you think. You know what I mean? Leave us a comment. Leave us a like I said in the beginning. You know what I mean? Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm
Please.
getting sick of y'all not liking and subscribing,
Show
man.
support.
Mother.
and watch the whole video.
Whoa! But we going to see y'all next week. Hey, for Jay, Sugar Shane.
Thank you.
Bottle up, liquor pour it down. Break the weed up, break it, rattle it down. Kodak 8x9 from a different realm. Sent to the shadows with voodoo dolls and curse spells. Think about heaven all the time, 'cause I'm tired of living.